Professor Macabro, Professor Macabro.
Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here again to regale you with a movie review. Yes, indeed. My dear friend, the Ice Lord I would think that he would not want people to be sad. Like I said, he would always strive to make people happy and not have them be depressed or sad. That was the kind of person that the Ice Lord was. So that's what we will do. We will keep entertaining and entertain people and remember Wes for the awesome person that he was, but also, make people entertain in these really turbulent times, because things are crazy out there, and yes, it's better to laugh and mourn and cry, but try to find some form of happiness. So, after going through a lot of videos in the archive of the Ninth Circle and Wes's videos, I remembered a movie that was talked about on Psychobabble, which is a live stream show that Wes was part of. And they were doing one time a trailer reaction stream, where they would show a lot of the movies that were going to come out that year, and they would talk about it. And one of those trailers was something called Killer Kites. And started watching it, and all of a sudden, a guy that looked freakishly a lot like Wes popped up, and everyone was like, holy shit, that's the Ice Lord, Wes! Why didn't you tell anyone that you were in the movie? And one of the later streams that they did was for a Halloween stream, and Wes, being the awesome person that he was, went to the effort to actually get the costume of the guy in Killer Kites. And he went disguised as that guy, and that was amazing. I thought I was impressed and really appreciated his dedication to actually go out and build the costume out of this random trailer that was showcased on that stream. And again, that was the kind of person Wes was. He would go out of his way to do something entertaining and use it for a joke, like something else that he did that I can't discuss in this one. But what is Killer Kites about? Well, let me tell you. It's basically, and it starts off with this chick with a really weird accent. Can't determine what accent she was going for, or if she's French or some kind of European descent. But she had this really weird accent where she's told that one of her family members passed away, and she got something in the inheritance. And there's this guy that's really, harassing her about going out and dating her. And she's like, dude, I've told you, I'm not interested, so peace out. So she goes to pick up this crate that was delivered to her, and inside is this kite. This janky-looking kite with a weird face drawn on it, or design drawn on it. And this kite starts killing people. Yes, indeed. It goes out and it starts killing people, and then it initiates a kite revolution, because somehow other kites start becoming sentient and start attacking people. And right off the bat, that concept is pretty ridiculous. But I was actually going for it. Even though it's birdemic levels of special effects. It's basically just a cheap PNG of a kite. They do use the practical kite, which is that white kite with a weird symbol. And the kite is used like people are fighting with it, or then it flies and slashes people's throats. So they do use a practical kite, but for the most other things, it's a PNG. It's like if I used a PNG of a kite, And I'm like, killer kite, But I was really with this ridiculous concept because it's my kind of humor. Yes, indeed. It fed into that really, really, some might say goofy, some might say lame kind of humor, but it had me bawling at this one. I was laughing my ass off at the ridiculousness of this concept of a killer kite. And the kites are PNGs, and they're attacking people in ridiculous ways. And she gets a group of people, the guy that's harassing her, and then some other people, and backwards baseball cap guy, and disposable people. And they're going to fight, and they're going to destroy the kites. And that's when the Not West character comes in, because he's like an oracle. He says he's been alive for 200 years, and he knows about the kites. And he warns this chick that she has to be careful. First, he warns her not to research the shit about the kites, but she doesn't do it, and then that's when the kites go crazy. So they have their little battle, and most of them get destroyed, obliterated, disemboweled by the kite. And she goes to the bar, and then she finds the guy who was hitting on her. And he's apparently still alive, but just very bad. And then the backwards baseball cap guy is still alive, but he's like, no, that was my brother. And I was like, that's a ridiculous trope that actually made me laugh. And then Not West comes back, and he tells her that these kites are communists. And for hundreds of years, they've been following your bloodline, but only the females. So only you can stop them. So she gives them a book about communism, and then when in the final epic battle, when the kites attack, she reads them counterpoints to communism, and then tells them that communism is dead because the Russian USSR collapsed, and the kites are like, well, oh shit, then I do not have anything to fight for. All the kites are dead. Communism is dead and failed. Well, in Russia, the kite kills you, and there is no Russia. Peace out! And the kite just collapses, and they win. They stop the kite apocalypse. But at the end battle, they do reference, for a while, this other movie called Sewer Gators. That was supposedly really cool. You can buy it on Amazon for $1, and now it's free on Tubi. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And then at the end, they give a little epilogue, and the guy's still after her. And then Not West comes up and says that nothing is ever over. And once again, they reference Sewer Gators. How it's a really cool movie because they're watching it. How you can buy it for $1 on Amazon or buy the DVD. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Then there's this reporter guy called Brock Peterson, I think his name is. Who's also the director, Paul Dane. And it leaves it open for a sequel that the Killer Kites will again rise up because now there are people that are pro kites, and that gives the kites a reason to live again, I guess. I don't know. But this was a fun movie. It's preposterous. The Killer Kites, ridiculous. But I've seen man witches attack people. I've seen an ass grow to kaiju sizes and attack people. Crocodiles, endless shark movies. So why not a kite? Why not? Sure, I'll buy with it. And it's done very tongue-in-cheek, but I liked it. I found myself laughing my ass off at this ridiculous movie. That it's shot well. It's shot very well. Again, I've seen a lot of indie movies that look really crappy. The camera shakes. The actors flub their lines left and right, or they're terrible actors, unfortunately. This one, the actors are funny. It seems like they were allowed to follow the script, but also improv a lot of their stuff. There are some flaws, but it adds to the charm of the movie. The ridiculous PNG kite effects, well, again, like this thing, it just looks weird, but I, again, was rolling with it. So, I do recommend you give Killer Kites a watch. It's funny. I thought it was funny. It has charm. It has heart. And unlike the previous movie that I mentioned, it's actually well edited. Yes, indeed, everything... Again, you have people interacting in the same room, because this was probably done halfway after lockdown. So, or before lockdown. I don't know. I didn't really research that. But It feels good. There are some story plot holes here and there, but what movie doesn't have any story plot holes? Nothing really bad, but it's well acted. It has goofy but hilarious effects. It has tongue-in-cheek comedy. The acting is pretty good. It's kind of self-aware, and it got me interested into watching that movie that they were talking about, Sewer Gators. So I will do that. Yes, indeed. That's one of the movies that I'm going to watch later. But if you can buy it, again, you can see it on Tubi. I will probably try to look for the DVD because I had so much fun with this movie, I would like to add it to the collection. But if you want to catch it on Tubi, give it a watch. I thought it was really cool. Yes, indeed. Have you seen Killer Kites? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let us know in the comments down below. But until I see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro thanking you and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.